Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. We had to put the time back. Me and my guests both running late. Come on in. Come on in. Grab a drink. Let me go put some stuff away right quick. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Oh, no sound all the time. All the time. I was singing for y'all. I was singing for y'all. Yes, I was. I was singing for y'all. How y'all doing? We have a guest. We have a guest. We have a guest. We have a guest. It's coming on. She wanna give us an update. I was singing for y'all for real. I've been out all day, y'all. All day. Somebody said whoop whoop. So y'all remember Miss Tigress. Miss Tigress. She's in here somewhere. Did you get the link, Miss Tigress? Hey, everybody. Hey, Tiffany, Elevated, P Butter. P Butter. Okay, who's P Butter? I'm Big Osama, Allison, Denise. Hey, Sandra, Cutesy, Truth Whisper. It's Arnice. Wait a minute. Deborah, A New Day. Shantae, Valerie. Sean, water yourself. I see you. Audrey that does hair. Audrey, you gonna do my hair, Audrey? I need somebody to do my hair, Audrey. No, I'm just playing. Hey, what is that? Child, y'all help me out. Hey, Allison, what's this right here? Is this Beneful? Beneful. Hey, Beneful. All right, so my guest is here, y'all. She would like to provide us an update of what's going on. We need to know, did Miss Tigress get her money? Did Miss Tigress get her money, honey? Because Mr. Wesley said, if I owe anybody and they want their money back, all they got to do is just send me a message on Instagram. So let's just see if she sent him a message on Instagram, and let's just see if he paid her back her cash. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, Miss Tigress, how you doing? Somebody said no sound. I know it's a sound because y'all been talking to me. That's right, Miss Big Lover. Don't forget to hit that like button. Now, in order for you to share it, you have to share the YouTube, the link that I sent you, text you. You have to share that to your page. Can you hear me?
Me?
Yeah, How are you? Can you hear me?
Okay. Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there? Okay, so I'm sharing the link on my Facebook now.
Okay.
Let me do that.
Somebody said, Audrey, what part of North Carolina you in? Look, Audrey said, Audrey that does hair, and somebody want to know what part of North Carolina she in. They said, I need my hair done. So, girl, when you text them for your money,
Yes.
when you text them for your money, did he reply?
Yes, he did reply.
Oh, okay. So you got your cash.
No, I did not get my money. He replied with more nonsense. So, let's see here. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to make sure. I guess I did. Yeah, I just did it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And how did we? Because you did something where it streamed on my YouTube. Whatever you did.
Yeah. So it should be streaming now if you shared it. Let me look.
Okay.
Let me think. How did we do that last time?
Yeah, because I don't think I did anything in that regard. Let me see.
Hold on. Let me go to your YouTube. Make sure it's streaming. I know it was streaming last time. Let me look you up. What's your name on your YouTube?
Tigress is a verb.
Okay. How'd you get that? I know how you got Tigress, but why you say is a verb? Meaning is an action?
Yeah, you got it. Because I do so much, and I do it well. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. Oh, I see you. Tigress is a verb. Okay, let me look.
Yeah. Go to live. Yeah. Look, no, that was 2 weeks ago. No, that was I just see the one from 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
All right, and so let me pull up what Mr. KW said.
What'd he say, girl? What'd he say? What'd he say?
I want to go. I wanted to just kind of like really just step through this,
Okay,
so
that's
that
fine.
you can
Yes.
see how foolish and how defamatory and how it's just irrational and unreasonable and unmanly, immature, and like I can't think of enough words to describe how inappropriate, how unethical, how unblack, just so like it's just so many things. Like you're just promoting this image of yourself that is the complete opposite of what I got. At the end, like I got the representative too. You know what I mean? I got the representative.
We be meeting them representatives. They would definitely show up on you.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely got the representative up front, but now it's just like, and the message that he sent,
it's the real him.
Right. So the message that he sent, like I sent it to you. I don't know if you want to, how you want to do it.
You texted to me, didn't you?
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna go into my messages.
Well, I just thought maybe you just wanted to read it.
Sure, I'll read it, but I guess I wanted people to see it as well. So, but like we already knew, and let me make sure. So it's on mine now, because I don't want to have to, like, for me, like you said, and this is not detracting away from everyone else that has been affected by Kevin's words at all.
So take this link that, not the one that I text you, like this one right here. The link that I text you, and then share that link, not the link from, I think that's how you do it. Hold on.
Yeah, because I don't know how to
do it. Hold on one second. Let me just do it like this. Let me edit. Do you have a Facebook?
Oh, yes. Maybe you
so
did.
What I just added this interview to both my Facebook pages. So if you go to my Facebook page right now, you will see that it's streaming and you can share it straight from there. Somebody said, I think Amor blocked him though. Yeah, I did block him. I blocked him because you're not trying to have no conversation with him, are you? Well,
no, the last message that I got. Yeah, the last message, and I believe that y'all will see based on the last message. I know that I'm dealing with a fool, so I've gone over and beyond trying to rationalize and try to speak directly to him, which is really beneath me, because this is really cut and dry. It's like, you all have seen the documents. You owe me the money. And you running your mouth and you saying things that are complete lies. So there's only two appropriate ends to this. Number one, you pay me my money. Number two, you shut up as it relates to me, because everything you're saying is a lie. Hold on one second. So I got your text message, but
yeah, I just sent you that, and then you can go to my page and share it straight from there to your Facebook page. They say he's coming over here. Y'all so funny. He can't talk, honey. He can't talk because he can get a little disrespectful. He can get, but you know what? I'm looking at the text that he sent you. He didn't get disrespectful as far as cursing you, did he?
No, not in that last email. I mean, in the last text, no. And this is where we're at. Okay, I got it. Where we're at is that,
the one that's in the gray, is that you or is that him?
Hold on, let me see. I guess because
I was him. That's him. I got it.
Hold on,
I see the man with the two women beside him. I see it.
Yeah, so everything that I've got would be in the blue or the purple. I guess it's gonna, and he wrote in the gray.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up from here then. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yeah. So I wanted to address the things that you all saw, and I'm glad, like, y'all are, your followers are very brilliant. So I appreciate y'all. Like, much love to y'all. I really, 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 really appreciate you all looking at the facts, because I'm a fact-driven type of person. I'm not really with the he say, she say type of stuff. I'm like, it's black and white. And I've been very consistent in that regard my entire life. So I don't really like when people put me in mess, because like, even if like if I said something that was off the cuff, I'm still gonna stick with it. I'm that type of person. Like, if I say something like, you know what I mean, like she got out of pocket, I'm gonna own my out of pocket statements. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I'm like being like who I am on a regular basis, like I'm straight up, then I own my stuff. I've not ever been the type of person to be like, oh, I said this behind somebody. Nah, I'm definitely the type of person, if I say it behind your back, I probably already said it to your face. Number one.
Yes, that's me now. That's me, Tigress. I said the same thing. If I'm a say it, and if you ask me, hey, did you say it? I'm gonna admit to you, yes, I did say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, nah, I didn't say that. To save face. Some people do it to save face.
Yeah, I don't need to save face, and I'm very thankful for that. Let me see here. And then alternatively, like if I happen to have had a conversation, because I don't like talking about people behind their back in the first place. But let's say it's an objective type of conversation, and the conversation has to be had in some regard. Then I'm the type of person that I can repeat everything I said, like word for word, in front of that person's face the next time I see him. So this right here, so I guess that's where we should start. Since you all have already recognized the stuff that he was posting, because he literally, and I showed this to Amora as well, and I guess y'all were like, yo, like is he actually mentally all there? And a lot of people were questioning that, and that was my concern as well, because I know y'all were saying that like he was on mushrooms and all this kind of stuff. These are things that I'm not aware of. I knew that Kevin smoked weed recreationally, when I met him or whatever, and he said that was to remedy or relieve him from the brain injury that he had experienced some time ago, and blah 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 blah. Okay, but
brain injury.
When he brought up my complaint, so a lot of you haven't really asked these questions, so I imagine you understand it. And I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence, but if you have any questions, this is also me going forward to make sure that you understand completely what's going on and just how gross the extent of his lies are at this point. So he literally, and whoever did that, and I need to shout him out. Let me see, because there was someone who they captured the entire clip, and like much love. I want to say it might have been Sunshine. What's up, Sunshine? I appreciate you. Let me see if I can pull it up.
On which one? Which one are you talking about?
She did it on Facebook, and this is how it was brought to my attention. I was like, "Yo, did he really?" And I was telling you, he really showed my complaint and said. Huh?
Somebody said, what brain injury? They want to know.
Oh, honey, we have to ask. Look, we let him go live and talk about his brain. I mean, I don't know. He said that he had suffered something when he was younger, and he would be happy that when it became medicinal, licensed for medicinal purposes here, or legalized for medicinal purposes here. And that's why he, recreationally smoked weed, which is, hold on, which is very ironic. Hold on, let me see if I can get to it. Give me just 1 second, y'all.
Okay. So it looks like you reached out to him the same day.
I did, that same day. Remember, I actually did it while we were alive together.
Okay.
And he responded.
Want me to read it, or you're gonna read it?
You can read that one, and then I'll do the next one. While I'm looking for this, I'll look for this first.
Okay. So I don't know if y'all can see this clearly. I try to kind of put it up. I zoomed in, but basically she said, you stated verbally and in a text. No. That's his. So I don't have yours. So anyway, I have his response. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I sent it to you before, but I'll text it to you in just 1 second.
It might be in one of these, but this is the order that these particular texts came in. So
Well,
he
here, hold on
responded
one
to
second.
you.
Hold on one second, so that no one is lost in the. So it's
Okay.
completely transparent. I'm going to text it to her right now.
Well, no, you can read. You can read what you said to him, and then I read what he said. His response.
Well, you know how folk are. Go and put it on the screen. I'm gonna send it to you. I want no questions.
Oh, they said we can see it. Okay, good. Y'all can see it, so I don't even need to read it, honey.
Okay, so I just sent you the first one. I just sent you, and then I'm going back because I want to shout out this person who pulled this up. Like you can't even imagine like the love that I have for you and deep down into my spirit. Like,
so now, what I have right now, this is the very first text you sent to him. From,
yes,
asking for your money. Okay.
yes,
Okay. So then I'm gonna have to turn down. All right, hold on. Let me remove this.
Okay.
I'm about to do that. And then I need to pull this one up. All right, hold on, y'all. So this is the message you sent to him on September the 1st at 9:29 at night.
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to read that one or you want me to? Let me move this out the way.
Sure.
Hey, girl.
Sure. I was told that you broadcast that anyone who you owe money need only send you a direct message and you will return our money. This is my DM. I'm demanding the $16.80 for the Dun and Bradstreet debt and then $210 for the auto parts. And of course, I kind of like I was going off the cuff, not looking at the thing. But what do we say? I think it was $250, $252.
It's 2,000 or something. I thought it was
so
like
it's 17. I agreed to just 1752. I believe that was the final number that I said, 1752, and then the debt part will be squashed. But on the defamation, we still got crazy beef because you have told your 187,000 followers on YouTube, almost 1 million followers on Facebook, and another couple of 100,000 on, I guess, Instagram. You've told these people that I told you how to defraud them out of the money for the donations. That's because you're literally assigned to me criminal fraud, and that is it's yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he responded the next day and he said, you stated verbally and in a text that all services were at no cost. Now, if you want me to fix the message, I'll fix it, unless you just want me to read it just as is, because I can fix it and tell you what he's really saying. Do you want me to tell you what he's really saying, or do you want me to just tell you what he's actually said?
No, go ahead and read it, and then I would love to
read it, and then I'm gonna tell you what he's really saying. Okay,
sounds good.
So he said you stated verbally and in a text that all services were at no cost. If you feel the need to sue, you can do that, but social media is not court. So please consider please consider your professional career and reputation as you pursue your issue in the worst way. Again, okay, hold on. Again, social media is not.
Please consider my professional career.
Yeah, he just make a little thready threat to you. That's what he tried to do, make a little thready threat. But what he was really saying, let me tell you what he was really saying in this first message. Let's go back. He said, you stated verbally and in a text that all services were at no cost. So what he's saying is, because y'all was, humping and bumping, that meant when you said he was cute and you gave him a little emoji with a wink eye, he said that meant that it wasn't no cost. that you weren't supposed to be charging him no money. You know what I'm saying? He feel like, he feel like his services came with the, came with the whole packages. That's what he feel like. That's what he feel like. Now, he further went, and now let me ask you something.
Sure.
Did you text him in between September the 2nd and this Tuesday right here?
No. So then I got another message from him.
Oh, he just went on in and told you something else. So no text, no call. Okay.
I do not. I have no other form of contact with Kevin except for his email address and this feed, and I have not emailed him at all. So he just randomly decided he was going to send me a message, and I guess it was because I had posted all the documents. It was around the time that I had posted all the documents.
I got you.
So this was, I guess, his response to that.
Okay. He says, again, social media is not a courtroom. It appears you are a clout chaser, or you are clout chasing and using this bogus idea that I owe you money to hide your hand. If it is truly about some money, you would have got off that live immediately and came to me, but you stayed on discussing how often we had sex, along with lies where you included my brother. Maybe that was supposed to say my brother in a derogatory way. You say you are for Black people, but you just sit on a panel with 3 who schemed and stole from me. I'm a Black man. Hear that crap again. I'm a Black man, but you, what does that say? You something. What is that right there? You, because this is in a way. You for, I don't know. You for it funny?
Oh yeah, But what? Hold on.
Maybe he meant you thought it was funny. Okay, here you go. You found it funny. I'm a Black man, but you found it funny what they did to me. One was even accusing me of a 14-year-old girl, and you sat there beside him. You could hear it in their speech that they were absolutely not people who should be leading in our community in any capacity, but you say they're building lies with them. But you sat there building lies with them. The most you can get from me is the money for the car repair, and that's it. I can't see where I paid you back. If I can't see where I paid you back. Other than that, sue me. Also, you won't even get that if you don't stop. Hold on, he's threatening. If you don't stop what? If you don't stop speaking about me online, leave me alone, Tigress. So then you respond. You want to read that, or you want me to read it too?
Sure. So my response, because number one, he's already said so many things that are not, like, it's completely hypocritical. Mm-hmm. And you've created stories that don't even exist, and it can't even make any sense. So I said to him, the service to incorporate you was indeed at no cost. I couldn't have offered you Dun & Bradstreet services for free because I have no control over another company's, pricing. Because you can tell I didn't include that, but that's what is implied. I have no control over another company, and you knew that. Mm-hmm. The Dun & Bradstreet rep detailed everything in the phone call, and you fully mm-hmm. knew that you'd be responsible to pay your half. So you are the one who needs to stop lying. Me supposedly telling you that D&B costs would be free to you would be like me going into Walmart or Target randomly and telling the manager to let you run it up because he cool with me. Then to add further insult to injury, you try to use me as a scapegoat for your dirty deeds with people well after we were done. How did my name keep coming up in your mouth about that when we were no longer together? And right. Then I said, and it's
you needed somebody to blame. That's what it was.
You got it. And I said, and it's you who needs to leave me alone. This is what it boils down to. Number one, as you're fully aware, they told me during my interview with Amora that you said on your platform to have anybody who you owe money message you and you would pay them. I did. But you still playing and defaming, and your followers are tipping you in response to defaming me. So he's now earning profit and continuing to run my name through the mud. You're receiving profit from defaming to your audience, which is likely 180 on, K on YouTube and a milli on Facebook and lots on IG. Then you act like I'm somehow in the wrong for suing you for defamation. You really with the shits. So Kevin, pay me. The total is $1752.98. The court will view your profiting from defaming me as sufficient for punitive damages. I think a lot of people understand that. Punitive just means punish. Like if you're doing something out of malice, then the court will award you more money just to penalize the person for their behavior, right? So I said, so you paying something to me now will maybe help you out when the judge makes the final judgment. But you somehow thinking you get off scot-free is just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. You all understand that Kevin and I were no more. So we met in the summer of, what did we decide? It was summer of 2017, right?
Right. Is this another message right here, or that was it?
No, there are no more messages. It's just he saw it on Thursday, this past Thursday, and he hasn't responded.
And he didn't respond.
No, they didn't respond because I had served the lawsuit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had, I believe you all saw that I made the lawsuit readily available to everyone, and I gave you access. They now have the North Carolina e-Tyler or the e-file system, and you can access the live activity on a case. And so that's what you'll see right now. And that's part of the update today. Right now, Kevin, Lorenzo, and Robert have all attempted to refuse service.
Who is Lorenzo?
Lorenzo is the other person that I told you that that's Coach.
Gotcha.
Coach. They Callie called.
Oh, so you helped him too?
No. Lorenzo, when I left your live, if you recall, I said I'm going to sit over here and watch them for a little while. And those of you who came over there with me, I saw some of your people come over there with me, and I believe they picked up on what I was doing. You got some really smart followers, because they were like, look right here, check this. I was like, I got it. So I was literally going through, and I guess none of them figured it out. At this point, I imagine that Kevin is watching, Robert is watching, and they're, this is basically like law 101 for them. But you're not going to know everything I know from law school. You're just not. You're not. But it's cute. It's real cute. So basically, I was going through the feed as people would say things that were defamatory. I would mark them. So they've all been marked. And I took screenshots at the points where I marked the defamatory statements at the same point. So you have the time markers, and you now have
is this information that he was saying during his live? Is it what you're talking about? Breaking down.
So he was making, and so he was, when I say he, Kevin was making defamatory comments about me still, right? And then he asked Lorenzo to co-sign the statements that he was making. Like, right? Isn't she like this? And I'm like, wow. Like, he even asked him, isn't everything I'm saying right? She's a loose woman. Really? I'm a loose woman? And Lorenzo, I've never met Lorenzo a day in my life in person. But Lorenzo was like, yeah, everything Kevin's saying is absolutely accurate. I was like, wow, that's what we're doing.
I think that brother was half asleep and wanted to go back to sleep.
I was like, that's what we're doing now. So you got, he looks like he is my age or above. So that's what we're doing at 50 years old now. That's what we're doing. We're coming on live, and we don't love ourselves enough in the Black community that we're talking about another Black woman, and you're co-signing this complete nonsense. You have absolutely no, you don't, there's no one in my life, past or present, my exes, anyone, no one, friends, family, no one associates promiscuity with me at all. I have not ever been associated with that type of behavior at all. And yet here you are There are people right now who don't even know me directly. Them say, nah, that's not how she rolled at all. And you are someone that decided that you were going to co-sign these statements. Despicable. I don't know if he has children or whatever, but to me, that just takes all of his manhood goes straight in the trash when you go online and you speak about a woman like that. Much like what you were saying, how he was speaking about you. We are professional women. And even if we were not professional women, we don't have a history of promiscuity. So how, and it's so inappropriate
and stuff like that.
You got it. Like I
got some short words for him, but I'm gonna let you have them tonight.
You guys,
I don't look at him as a man. I look at him as a coward, but
I agree. I feel like it's very cowardly. I was very shocked. I was
like, you gotta pay your debt. You gotta pay your debt.
Well, I was actually expecting him to just say something like, well, I can't really, I can't really co-sign on that part, but everything you told me, blah, blah, blah. But this man, Lorenzo, literally said, yes, everything that Kevin just said about Tigress is accurate. And I was like, okay.
He doesn't even know you. So I think, honestly, I think that he was just amening him because Kevin woke him up out of his sleep. And he was really ready to just go back to sleep.
No, and I understand where you're coming from. And that would work in a world of complete, and we are almost there in a world of almost complete nonsense, because you as a grown man, and I'm not going to give him that pass. He doesn't deserve that pass, because if you remember, some of you all, tell me if y'all remember this. Kevin was talking about, I guess that what was that program that he was trying to get everybody to join that people got scammed out of money on? And Lorenzo said, remember, Kevin, I didn't want to be any part of that because I didn't even want to be associated. He said, I didn't even want to be associated with anyone believing that I was trying to scam them. So he has cognitive thinking skills. So he should have taken that same disposition, that same position, because disposition is just a legal term for position. He should have taken that same position as it related to me. Exactly. He don't get no pass at all. He knew that it was not appropriate for him to say, I'm going to co-sign this program that y'all were in, but you're going to sit up here as a grown man and you're going to co-sign Kevin telling the world that I'm a loose woman and that I'm the reason that I didn't even have anything to do with any of that stuff. I didn't know any of those things. I didn't know anything about what was it?
I wonder what made him call you
loose. About? Huh?
I wonder what made him call you loose, because to me, don't loose mean like hot in the pants.
Loose means that, and I again, we're dealing with someone who makes up a lot of stories. So when someone usually says loose, they're saying that I sleep around. I get
That's
around.
What I was thinking. Yeah, I get around.
So then number one, you're playing yourself. So you're playing both. You're playing both ends of the fence or whatever, or the stick or whatever, however they say it, and you're playing yourself in so doing, because your wonderful followers, they actually that video that they captured, right, promiscuous. That video that they captured, it showed his text messages. And I don't have a high body count. I don't. And it is what it is if you do have a high body count. But my thing is, don't ascribe to me characteristics that are not, it's not true. It's just not.
He got a lot of body counts.
So
he was talking about himself, Tigress.
Look, we already discovered. What did I learn in the last time we were live? What did I learn? That he was also dating.
Your boy is a fake and a fraud. Your boy is a fake and a fraud and a thief. A fake fraud and a thief.
Well, that I knew, but remember, I did not know.
And he loved the women. He loved the women. He loved.
Well, what I did not know that he was dating Shy at the same time that he was dating me. That I did not know. Yeah. So that's what I'm referring to. So he would, if anyone was loose, he has proven himself to be loose. And oftentimes what I've learned in behavioral psychology, because I was telling y'all that's part of my academia. what I have seen is that when people want to lie, they usually use close information that is easily, like, okay, I gotta easily recall this. So like you said, he's using his own behavior and then saying, okay, I'm gonna ascribe this to her and people will believe it. Okay. All right. So my thing is this. I learned that he was dating Shy while dating me, right? What does it say? I know this lady.
Oh no, I just put comments up there randomly.
Correct.
Yeah, randomly.
You got it. So it's like that. It was just completely crazy. Then in the video that they captured, I'm watching the video. Kevin's text messages, remember, because his first lie was I was just a woman he knew, right? In his text messages, what do you see him saying? Goddess, hey, love. He's referring to me in all these endearing ways. That's not how you talk to your jump off. I don't know any guys that talk to their jump off calling them goddess.
Manipulative, though. He was manipulating you. He was reeling you in.
Yeah, but right. But my point is that he's still, the point that I'm making here is that he would have to put on a representative. Anyone, how people say, well, were you a dumb woman? Were you just going along with the go along? Women like us, they actually have to put on a full act. They have to put it on.
Absolutely.
It has to be the whole. That's my point. So he had to
you're not real
me, like, you're not gonna be, you're not like gonna be Jersey hood on me, calling me your, you can't call me no jump off. You can't call me out of my name. You got to speak to me queen, love, goddess, all those things. It's got to be there. And now we know, we've known for years. We know now that a lot of people are using this in the form of love bombing. And so a lot of people are like that, nah, I don't want none of that because I know you with the shits. What do you want? Just, let's just be real. But for him during that time, that was after we had gotten to know one another, we're in a relationship, and he was referring to me as goddess love, which would be, or goddess and love and all the kind of stuff. And that would be appropriate for the whatever, like you said, whatever manipulative act he was trying to pull. But he knew that you're not going to talk to me like I'm your jump off because I was not his jump off. And that's the only, like when I saw that, I pointed it out to people. Right. So what I wanted to get at, because y'all, I gotta, my uncle passed away, and we, my mom is here, and we're gonna get up in the morning and handle some stuff before it's a lot going on. But let me ask you this: if he calls you up on the phone, me and all my little what ifs, right? So if he called you up, because you had his phone number, right? No, I don't.
No. Oh, so okay, that's just email that you communicate with him. Email and
no,
Instagram?
that was just Instagram. Yeah, I don't have
Instagram. Okay. So if he Instagrammed you, messaged you, DM, whatever they want to call it, and he said, you know what, I don't have the money. Yeah. But I just want to apologize for everything, but I don't have the money.
Yeah.
Lies. What would you do?
Lies.
You gonna say, I don't want to hear that. I want my money.
Yeah. So there's two things that people know about me. So you all learn one.
Condolence to your family. Who you say passed away?
My uncle.
Oh, okay. Yes, definitely condolence to your uncle, to your family for your uncle.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So you all learn there, like I said, there's two main things that people know about me. Well, I would actually say three. There's three main things that people know about me. So number one, you all learned before that I do not play about my money. That is my toxic trait that I will admit every day of the week, and it gets this gets real rude when it comes to my money. I'm gonna need my money. Okay. All right. So then number two, I guess I kind of alluded to that now. And my father is the reason for this, even more so than my mother. I despise lies. And I explained to you my father what he battled through. And if my father had not been the type person to just be like, okay, in order to keep this relationship, whatever I have with my daughter while I'm battling alcoholism, if I have to just be completely truthful and thank you, I appreciate that, y'all, and just put everything on the table, because my daughter, the girl that I gave, that I had a half on, and bringing into this world, she don't play them games. She can read right through me. And so if my dad had been the type to say, well, I'm just going to lie to my daughter and feed her all these lies, and he did not. When I tell you, my dad was he was abrasively honest. Like, he would exposing all of his stuff.
Oh, I was going to say, what
and that to me was that was the biggest gift he could have ever given me. So I despise lies, because he would also say things like, a man, even if he's wrong, can still make a declarative statement without hemming and hawing. Like, own your shit, okay? And then number 3, when I actually kind of alluded to that before as well, is that
people are asking, do you still have feelings for him? People in the chat are asking, do you still have feelings for Kevin?
I do not. And I'm not sure why you all would ask that question. Tell me why y'all would ask that question. And the third thing is that when I take you to court, there is no way out. You're in court. Because I'm the type person, I'm stupid nice. Like, I'm like I will try to work things out with you, work things out with you. When I get to court, that you have no more chances outside of court. You're done. It's done and finito. And that is the irony about you remember I pointed out to y'all, because y'all had brought it up to me. I put the video out about the article that's libel. Libel is defamatory articles, right? So when I was running for mayor, they put in the paper that I had filed 162 cases in 72 counties. And that's not true. And I hope y'all continue to follow that story, because that's going to be...
What made them say that? What made them say that?
So I have always been the no-nonsense anti-corruption candidate. And I have called out a lot of things that they have done, and I've been spot on every single time. So that was their retaliatory smear campaign against me.
Okay.
And
so there's no facts behind that. It's just that your opponent put that rumor out.
You got it. And so at the time, CMS, my son was in CMS. It was in Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. And my son has an allergy to milk, dairy allergy. And so they were not following his 504 plan. And recall that I said that I was in law school back in 2002 originally. And then when my father passed away and I was in a car accident, I withdrew from law school at that time. So I've always been the type person to be I'm legally savvy. Like, people thought I would be a judge by this point in my life. So I was always that person in the family, in my friends, community leaders, that people thought, okay, she will be a lawyer, right? She will be a lawyer and a judge. So the point that I'm making is that, I've already been in that mindset, that capacity. And so anytime that I would take people to court, I was well respected in Guilford County Courthouse. You know what I mean? Like, well respected amongst judges and magistrates, all that kind of stuff. So how else do you attack a person who's just this much of a beast, but she's completely disconnected from the status quo? Like, they can't control me. I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed my entire adult life. No one owns me. I took care of my own tuition if it had to come out of my pocket, or student loans. I refused scholarships because I knew from the beginning, these are things that my mom and my dad taught me about keeping your integrity. The only way you'll be able to keep your true integrity is if you can keep yourself disconnected from the status quo. So I'm not in any sororities. I don't join organizations that put a hold on you. And I've had, I can drop lots of receipts of sororities trying to reach out, we want you on our team. Nah, you didn't make me. I love the beauty of the Divine Nine.
You wearing the AKA green. You wearing the AKA green.
No, this is Tigress green.
Tigress green. Tigress green.
If I got it on, it's Tigress green and Tigress yellow. It don't belong to nobody else. But basically what I'm getting at is, so I sued CMS because they had given my son a food product at a party that had dairy in it, and he had an allergic reaction and had to have surgery. So this was not some frivolous lawsuit. And the teacher even admitted it in the email, because we had to do a whole investigation and all this kind of stuff. So I guess they thought, okay, well, we need to, because remember, they called me Queen Get Her Done. So that means I'm making the judges and stuff look like stupid idiots, right? So they like, we can't have this Black Haitian. Oh no, it's a whole thing. You gotta, it's a whole thing in Charlotte. Like they, the people that my naysayers, they say she's Haitian, as if that's like a crime. She's Haitian. Y'all peep this, she Haitian, so watch out, she Haitian. And she'll take you to court, right? So it's like, okay, interesting. So basically that's how they came against me. What is this court saying? That exactly, right. So basically,
well, they're saying so you filed this lawsuit already, right?
Yeah, this lawsuit is already filed. You got it.
Have you got any feedback on it?
No, it's way too early. So like I said,
okay.
Right. So the first process is that you must serve them. And so that's what I explained to you early on, that they have refused service. So Roberts,
recently or before?
Say it one more time.
This is recently, or have you had him served since the last time we talked on here?
No, I've only attempted to serve him once so far for this action.
But you have to serve him again, though, right?
Yes.
For this time.
Yes.
Okay, so when are you going to do that?
I'm doing it next week.
Okay, so you was really giving him an opportunity to kind of do this before you had to serve him?
No, I hadn't given him any fucking opportunities. That's why I don't know. I think it's very interesting. I appreciate it in one regard. I appreciate that you all have this, maybe this how do I want to say it? I appreciate that you see the kindness and maybe hear the kindness in my voice. And I love it because it works very well for me in the legal arena. I am nothing to be played with. I'm nothing to be played with. And there are people who've learned that.
Okay,
there are actually at least 50 people who have learned that. Yeah,
so when
like I'm nothing nice in the courtroom.
So when you take him to court this time, you're going to seek what he owes you, the 17 something, and you're going to seek punitive damages since it's been taking so long?
No, so, and this is what I had told you all before. So I cannot tell you, and when I say I cannot, I can tell you, but I'm not going to tell you every step of the process because I know that they are watching. Right. So,
I got you.
But what I can tell you is, so that you all have it completely clear as it relates to the case before and the case now. So number one, remember y'all were like, well, Kevin's people are saying that the statute of limitations has passed. Remember, he's saying that because he heard me say it. He don't know that shit on his own. Okay. And I told, remember, and I will drop, and I'll be honest with you, and I can tell you this. I think she's just offended by the narrative he's tried to paint about her and wants to clear her name. Without question. It's not even just an offense. You guys, he's even said it in his text that he's going to come after my professional career. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like what? Like I'm a whole lawyer, and you're saying that you, in your capacity as a YouTuber, are coming after my Juris Doctorate? Is that what we're doing right now? So you're going to weaponize your followers to what? You're telling them to tell their people who are in professional arenas to just treat me like shit? That is unconstitutional. No.
It's a scare tactic. He's using a scare tactic. That he don't hold no weight. That boy don't hold no weight.
Amora, no. See, so this is not, whether he holds weight or not is not the issue. I don't think, well, it is. Let me explain to you what I'm trying to say. He has great influence on his followers, okay? When a lie catches wind, that lie can blow forever.
That's true. That is true.
And as a public figure, people more often will follow the sensational news on YouTube than they will follow the truthful news in the community. So I have to, and I've told you this before, even as recent as like a month ago, someone asking me about something that they saw online about me as it relates to Kevin. This is before I interviewed. That is a problem. I should not be at any political forum ever and hear anything about Kevin Wesley. I shouldn't be anywhere in my professional space ever and hear anything about Kevin Wesley outside of the court case that I have filed. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't hear nothing. Did you have anything affiliation with no, I shouldn't. I should not have someone sitting across from me at dinner asking me, hey, I heard about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, you should not. No, none, you got it. It creates a smear campaign. And once people get a hold of it, and remember, keeping in mind, what did I say? I'm an easy target because I already got the Charlotte Mecklenburg court system already has beef with me because they don't want me to look like I am better than them. So this is
now let me ask you something, Tigress. So and run with it. The fact that you are suing him, don't you have to sue him in his county now? So this won't even be in Charlotte, right?
No, I don't have to sue him in his county. That's inaccurate.
Oh, really? So hold on. So I thought that. So will it be considered a civil lawsuit, or you're not doing civil?
It's civil. It's civil right now. It's civil.
Oh, you can actually do
a criminal action. No one, you nor I, can initiate a criminal action. We have to go through the magistrate, the criminal magistrate, and then they initiate. If they find probable cause, then they initiate it, and then it's prosecuted by an attorney general. An attorney, a DA.
What I'm asking. Right. So, but what I'm asking, so for this lawsuit for your money, are you going? I know you don't want to give the details, but so you're saying you don't have to go through his county? You can go through your own county?
No. So I can go through so this is what we're talking about as far as like legal education. Technically, what everyone understands is that wherever you initiate or wherever you start the complaint should be where the incident occurred. So generally speaking, that's the first rule of thumb, is that it needs to be wherever it took place, or it needs to be wherever the parties reside, what you just said. So it's either I can sue him where he lives in Gainesville, or I can sue him where I live in Mecklenburg County, or let's say the incident took place in Winston-Salem, then I could sue him in Forsyth County. But there are a myriad of other ways to sue a person outside of the county of interest.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
So I pulled his ass to Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Because I've always thought it had to be where they reside, because their courts have jurisdiction. But that's good information to know. Good information to know.
Because personal jurisdiction.
I need a cup of coffee. How y'all know? I do need a cup of coffee. I'm tired. I do need.
So personal jurisdiction can be obtained by different steps, and part of those steps are the service. That's why I told you that service is so important, and that's what was the defect, unfortunately, for my lawsuit initially, for the money that he owed me. Because remember, at that point, I didn't know anything about him defaming me. I sued him to get my money back initially. And again, so I'm not really sure how y'all would think I'm not sure how you would think I would still have feelings for him, because I just ran him through the courts. Like I'm not one of them people. Like I guess
they said the reason why they asked, they answered it. They said what was the reason, y'all? Somebody said the reason why they asked, it went by, but I think they said something to the effect of, because you seemed shocked when you learned about Lacey.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
because you were shocked when you learned about not Lacey.
Shy.
Shy.
Yeah, without question, because it
Because
was.
you thought you was the only one at the time.
You got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it.
I understand that.
So
Yeah,
that definitely. So you definitely, what you saw was my authentic reaction to learning that I was not even his only girlfriend at that time. And remember, I did express in the last interview how much that I despise. I know that Vanessa was like, she's team polygamy, I'm team monogamy. And so I'm sick of meeting people who parade as monogamous, but they're really polygamous. Like, do you? Don't do me. Do them. Like, if you're polygamous, then there should be, like, by definition, there's some other folk out there. Do you? So I don't want to be in that.
Okay, you just cleared it up. Because I was gonna say, if Kevin was to ask you now, would you like to join his little thing? Would you?
What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, that's real.
No, I'm kidding. Kevin is a loser. Kevin is a loser. We don't want to be with him. But so somebody asked in the comments, did you have intentions on suing Robert? And if so, what was you suing Robert for?
Defamation. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Robert for defamation too. So do you still plan on doing that?
I've already done it.
She's suing both of them.
That's past tense. You guys, okay. So if you look at the lawsuit, you'll see. And Robert came in and he made statements, and I pinned those statements. All of these statements have already been filed as a part of the active lawsuit that is current right now. And I gave you the case number so that you can look at it. So I didn't just, and I stipulated everything that they said, because that's what you have to do in order to communicate your complaint to the court.
Okay.
So they've all three been sued already. Yes. And anyone else who joins in with their defamation and I'm able to capture evidence of it, it will be added to the lawsuit.
People saying that we really want to know the outcome of the lawsuit once it happens. So keep us informed on that. So let me ask you something. So what now? We revealed that he's a liar, he's a cheat, he's a fraud. Yes. And he initially tried to say that you weren't his girlfriend, but he came back. Now he's admitting that you was his girlfriend at some point. So now he's being sued for the money that he owed you and the defamation that he's done against you. So
no, I can't. Hold on. So there's a correction. Here's the caveat. Recall. Okay. So the statute of limitations.
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
Sure. So the statute of limitations has indeed passed for getting your money back from contract-based, negotiations or interactions, right?
Okay.
However, this is where I corrected some people were like, well, he's saying you can't get your money back because the statute of limitations have passed. However, when there is criminal fraud that was engaged to get the funds, that act of fraud, there is no statute of limitations for that. Then it changes. And so I am actually going to reach out to Callie. I was going to ask you during this interview, because I don't have Callie's information. I guess I could just reach out to him on his YouTube or whatever.
I give it to you? I can ask him.
Yeah, because I want to move forward with a criminal complaint for fraud, because I do, especially after everything that I learned from the last live, the interview, it is very clear that it's just like what Callie said. He and Lacey have conspired to manipulate people out of money, and they know what they've been doing, and they've been agreeing.
It's him and Jamie.
I'm sorry, Jamie. Yes, him and Jamie have knowingly gone through this process. Like they've discussed it, they've agreed, and that's called criminal conspiracy. And he would go out and he would choose his next victim, who he would like, okay, we're gonna be in a relationship, and then I'm gonna slowly manipulate and get the things that I want to get out of you, including money, right? In some form or capacity. and then I'm going to then try to weasel my way out of it because I'm sleeping with you and use that as an excuse or whatever, all the things that you said, all of those things amount to criminal fraud. That's what that is.
So somebody in the audience
for 500, even though it's been 3 years. If you are in North Carolina and you need to check it, 3 years.
Where you at, Queen?
Limitations. Yeah, so where are you located, Queen? And then you need to look to the exact date, like the $500. When did you discover, like, when did you give it to him? And then, like, if you gave it to him on September 14th, 2001, then it would end on September 14th, 2004.
She says she's in Texas right now.
I don't know the statute of limitations in Texas. They do vary from state to state.
Let me look it up.
They're generally very similar, but all you have to do is go to your general statutes. You can look it up by, and I teach people this all the time. Just Google Texas general statutes. And then what I think is the one thing that I can say is well done by the legislature is that it is all laws are organized by chapter. Now, there are some chapters that are not going to be so easily recognizable to the average person. So what you're going to be looking for, Amora, can you go to a website? Can I show him? Or can you? I can't do it for me.
Well, here it goes right here. She can look for that on her own. We're not about to pull that up. It's 1 to 5 years. Queen, baby, I love you, but you're gonna have to look that up yourself on your own time. We got a whole show ahead of us.
Yeah, so whatever it is, it definitely is going to be. I guess you're just saying it could be.
She said it depends on the crime. Yes, it does. I just looked at that. It said it depends on the severity of the crime. So it's anywhere from 1 to 5 years, Queen.
Yeah,
1 to 5 years. So just call your county people and ask them, or look up on the website.
Okay, yeah, and so and now you see that's what I'm getting at, and that's why I mentioned to you that there are levels to. Most of us understand that there are levels to a crime, right? There are also levels to civil penalties, like what actions you took in whatever civil thing you did that was wrong. Because there's oh my bad, it was just a mistake. Then there's a gross, which means you intended it. And you were reckless in your behavior. Then there's a malice. And malice and gross can normally be interchangeable, but all the things. So, but ultimately, the point that I'm making here is that I do want to proceed against Kevin for the money issue, but it won't be through a civil action. It will be through a criminal action. But the defamation at this point is in a civil case.
Well, we are all for it. We want to definitely know the results. Let us know once that happens. Definitely keep us up to date with what's going on.
And once I serve him this go round, I want to definitely give you all an update after that, because I want to make sure that you all know in the future how you can serve someone like a lawyer.
Sounds good, huh, y'all? I'm sorry for keeping, but I'm hungry.
I just can't tell you right now, but I'll let you know once it's done. But yeah, so according to because you have the option to serve them by certified mail through the USPS with return receipt. And so Robert has the notification on his shows that he has flat out refused the complaint and summons mailing. Kevin has not picked his up yet. He's basically playing the disappearing act. And Lorenzo at his cigar bar, it shows that the space is vacant, and I know that to be a lie because he just said that he just opened. So he probably I believe he's in the process of opening. So he's probably giving the postal worker the impression that no one's there. So he's effectually pulling a disappearing act as well. But I can at least tell you this. I needed them to do what they've done so that I can do what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, they saying they cutting up in my chat, so I got to get my chat under control. What is going on, y'all? Come on now.
They said what? What happened?
No, it don't have nothing to do with you.
Oh.
Do with you. Anyway. So
but did y'all have any more?
You said what now?
I said, did y'all have any more questions for me?
Somebody said, so what's next? So we wait. Somebody said, very informative, what's next? So we wait until he's served. Once he's served, she'll let us know, and we will let you guys know. And I guess we're going to go from there. I don't know how long this process takes. You know, it's court, though, y'all. It's court. We see it's taking Brianna a whole year to get a divorce.
Yeah.
A whole year. Not quite a year, because they didn't file until December. Not quite a year.
So with the civil defamation, they are supposed to have these cases, set for trial, generally under 12 months. Excuse me. And so I should have them served within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. And then because the case can't go forward without service. And the court needs service. Are they avoiding being served? Yes, they're definitely avoiding being served by me. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I guess just to clarify, at this point, it is he definitely needs to pay. And I said exactly what it is. There is no other option. There are no alternative doors that it's like, oh, I can be nice to Tigress and now she's going to let the lawsuit. For me, when I get to court, that's a wrap. There's no option to settle with me. And the people that have settled with me in the past, they know that. They've learned that the hard way. Anyone who says, well, I'm ready to settle and I'm going to send you this money, and then they renege, there are 2 companies and they're begging to get out of it, and they are not allowed. Once I get to court, because basically at that point, I've told the court that I have tried everything possible, and they have been so non-compliant, they are no longer deserving anything but for the court to decide. And that's what it is. And so that's what it is. And I appreciate you all wanting me to get all my money and extra. And I believe I will, because it's pretty.
Come back and let us know. Yeah. We want to hear the tea. We want to know the results. We want to know that the money that he owes you is got. And if he defame you, we want to hear about it.
Yeah. And I guess I can tell you this, because we'll see. I'm gonna let's play a game here. Okay, let's play a litigative game here. So I'll disclose this, and I imagine again that Kevin is watching, and that Robert is watching, and that maybe Lorenzo is watching as well, or it will be shared with him. So let's see. They can serve through email. No, you cannot serve through email. Not initially. Also, the court had to approve my request for my civil suit. So once approved, they served me. Although I'm the plaintiff, they serve me through email. They cannot serve. I don't know who, Tamika, they cannot serve you by email initially. That is not lawful service of a summons and complaint, and you can have that case dismissed on the insufficient service. And that's another thing I wanted to share with you all, if you don't mind, Amora. You guys, so I have a company called the Ethical Gatekeeper. So I believe that you all understood, as I explained to you before, because I believe he was trying to come for my degree. So I have a Juris Doctorate. I graduated October 27th, 2022. That allows me to be able, anyone that possesses a Juris Doctorate degree is then conferred as a lawyer. However, that does not make me an attorney. What makes me an attorney is when I get my license. I cannot sit for the bar.
So a lawyer and attorney, 2 different things?
They are. You'll hear the terms used interchangeably in public, But if you've ever noticed, if you call a lawyer, if you call an attorney a lawyer in court, they'll scoff at you and they'll correct you, because an attorney is someone they have obtained their license. A lawyer is someone that has a Juris Doctorate. Like
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I can't use Esquire either. Esquire is generally for those who have a license. So the point I'm making is that when we had our graduation, oh no, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. When
you're messy, stop.
Huh?
No. They were saying something funny.
Okay, so when remember I told y'all I had just come back from my graduation because everything was put on hold because of the pandemic. So then we had our graduation in July. Is a lawyer, right? You see what I'm saying? So we had our graduation in July. The bar exam, the first bar exam that I could potentially sit for was July 25th and 26th. I was like, nah, those are almost $1,000 to sit for, y'all. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on having a beautiful kind of vacay with my family. And we drove out cross country to California for my graduation. And that's where I spent that $1,000 as opposed to spending $1,000 on my test. And I said,
so how much is it going to cost you now?
It's still, the price is actually going up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
actually a discount or something.
I actually received a notification from the California bar. It's actually going to go up, I believe, like $200.
Okay.
So, but the next test, I actually misread. So every law student has to take what is called the FLXSE, and basically it's a first year law student FYLXSE, first year law students bar exam, right? And you can't move on without doing those things. Thank you. I appreciate y'all praying for me. So you don't just start law school and just be like, I'm done. Like there's all these steps that you have to keep like showing, okay, I'm good. Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? It keeps going on like that. So basically now at this point, the next bar exam, so what I thought was going to be a bar exam for October is the first year's law school exam for the first year law students. That don't no longer apply to me at all. So I have to wait until the following year and that'll be 2024, and they have not released the date. And remember, I'm registered with California Bar. I'm not registered here with North Carolina. And so once I become licensed to practice in California, then I can pursue licensure. Are they asking other questions? You tripping me out?
No, they're asking me. No, we're not talking about that. Ain't no, absolutely not. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But yeah. So
do you have any? Oh, you need to stop. Every time I do,
y'all scared me.
Do you have any attorney colleagues? I'm looking for one. No, she don't.
You mean, to have, so basically the point I was going to make it, I can tell you this.
No, they talking about to date, girl. They talking about to date one of your colleagues. She just being funny.
The dates, like to date me? I'm confused.
No, she's saying, do you have an attorney colleague? She's looking for a boyfriend, to date.
That's what I'm saying, to date. Or well, not date me, but date, yeah. Nah, I don't.
You don't have them. Cut it out.
I don't. Yeah.
Somebody say greetings from Russia. Let me get them up out of here.
Yeah, I'm completely about my business. So I'm not that person in law school. Nobody in law school will tell you that I was like my undergraduate degree, I was in every type of organization you can imagine. And I was like popular on campus. When I went for my master's degree, I was about my BI. When I went for my PhD, I was about my BI. You didn't even know me if I'm here for this. I'm here for business. Yeah, I'm here for my degree. The people that needed to know and have a relationship. Like my dean, they think very highly of me. That's beautiful. But as far as like other students, I remember when I was trying to like meet more people. Kevin looked dumb, Tigress. I appreciate that.
She said
Yeah.
she's the one that sent
It
that
was
to
the
you.
one. Thank you. That's what I was trying to find to say thank you. I appreciate that because he literally was showing my complaint and saying, y'all, this don't make no sense. That's not my signature. That's her signature. And then he was like, that's a woman's signature. How do you know a woman's signature by just the signature alone? Like, how do you know it's a gender? How did you assign a gender to it? But what was stupid about it is that, yes, that's my signature because that's my complaint. Like, did you like that? That was my complaint, so it should have my signature. So it's like, did you really? Your followers are really believing that somehow I forged your signature, but I signed my fucking name? Like that make? How would I forge your signature signing my fucking name? Like, and that takes me back to what y'all saying, like, do I still care? Like, you don't understand how my mind works. Like, I'm literally I'm feeling embarrassed more than anything else. Like, did I fucking actually date this
Girl, we do stuff when we young
did
and
I
dumb.
actually believe at
There's
one point
a couple of dudes I'd be embarrassed to tell y'all about too. No, I'm just kidding.
I like you got to understand that there's a part of me, like, please understand that I am definitely, even though I know my worth, his behavior is embarrassing to my entire reputation, honey. Like, this is not, like, please keep this, like, I am. So when he says I'm clout chasing, you have got to be kidding me. Like, I want this.
That's just something that they say. They like to say you're clout chasing, you want to be me, you're trying to gain my followers, you need my name. You know,
I think it's very interesting because I find it very interesting. I'm not trying to be funny. I know I only have 4,000 followers on Facebook, but please understand my insights are beast mode. If y'all know insights, you know what I'm talking about. And then my followers.
4,000. If I had 4,000, this world. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
I only have 4,000. I got less than that, but
no, I only have 500 on Instagram. But we have about 10 different accounts. So I guess we got like a total of maybe 15 grand folk following us, you know, here or there or whatever. But the point I'm making is that at the end of the day, just like what Callie said, and it just is what it is. Like, I'm famous in real life as opposed to like you being famous on YouTube only. Like, when I'm in Charlotte or I'm walking around in Louisville or I'm walking there, and I'm thankful for that because I expressed that to you before. I don't generally have to look over my shoulder. When I hear someone calling my name, I know that it's generally going to be a very happy conversation. That I'm not hearing anybody going, Tigress! It's more Tigress! That type of thing. It's not on some crazy stuff. So I like the level of famous that I have, and I don't ever want, if I ever become famous, I want to have like J. Cole famous level, where he can walk any street, they know he just still the same dude, and they give him love and they respect his space, and there you have it. So, but I'm not for the stuff that they're about, and I think it's kind of strange because I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that in the reverse way, he actually is chasing my clout. Because why use my name? Why wouldn't I cheapen your entire, even as a scapegoat, wouldn't I cheapen your entire movement? If you really believe if he really believes the things that he's saying are true, then it would cheapen his entire movement to continue bringing my name, because he looks stupid even to assign it to someone else, and for no one to say, okay, well, where is this woman? Why haven't you taken her to jail? Why haven't you reported her? Why? It just makes him look more and more stupid over time. So if anything, the clout that he's chasing is trying to chase the stories that they have put out about me, because he thinks that is an easier story for people to catch on to and deflect from all the fraud that he's committed.
No, they can't do that. It has to be handed to them. Don't he have to sign for the paperwork?
What paperwork?
Like they saying, can you leave it at the door? I don't think you can leave anything at the door.
No.
They can say they didn't get it.
No.
They can say they didn't get it. You have to sign for it.
Service. What I will tell you to do, visit the North Carolina General Statutes for Rule 4J. So you'll go to, we know it as the Rules of Civil Procedure, but it is actually Chapter 1A. If you go to Chapter 1A, right. So if you go to Chapter 1A, it will then give you all the rules. It will Rule 1, Rule 2, all the way down. Go to Rule 4. That's for process. Process is service. That's how you must first serve someone using any one of those options in there. The point that I'm making there is the you mine as well as an air tag in his car. Yeah, I would love to, but none of that's gonna happen. So the first way that most people are served is by the sheriff. Okay. But based on what Amor has already pointed out, there is a personal jurisdiction issue. The personal jurisdiction issue is because Kevin does not live in North Carolina. So North Carolina does not have automatic personal jurisdiction over Kevin, nor Robert, nor Lorenzo. How do they gain personal jurisdiction? They gain that by service. So that service then has to be through a delivery company that allows for return receipt. So then if they sign for it, then the court says, okay, well, then they're agreeing to personal jurisdiction.
I was thinking the same thing, Nikki.
You guys, so that's why they are refusing it. Someone has told them, well, go ahead and refuse this, right? Refuse this, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. That being said, again, there are other ways to serve them that do not require their signature. And we're
gonna bring you back, Tigress, and we're gonna do a members only live because you're giving out some good information that we don't want everybody else to know. Yeah. So we're gonna bring you back, and maybe you can go over that type of information with us so that we'll know. We can just have that information in the back of our mind.
Okay, and duly noted.
No way you can tell us about that. You can tell us about that too.
You got it. This is where
in a private live. I just don't want everybody else knowing about it.
Agreed. And this is where that concern comes into play. As a lawyer, I can establish a private membership-based association that will teach legal information, but it has to be vocational legal information. So basically,
don't talk about that on here. Let's talk about that on the members only live.
Okay.
Because I know where you're going, because you and I talked about it, but let's talk about that for the members only.
Okay. Because there are a lot of stipulations. So just let me know and I'll holler back. But I'm gonna go in here.
I will. You and I get together, and then we'll do a members only live, and then people can come in, and then if you know what I mean, we'll talk about that at that time.
Okay. All right. But thank y'all. I really appreciate your support. I really do. But right now it's just all the kind of like, this is the boring part of the lawsuit in the beginning. So until service is done, then there you have it. I have a total of 5 lawsuits so far to enjoy.
Tamika been busy. Yeah. Tamika been busy.
Yeah. Is she a lawyer as well? Are you a lawyer?
No. She's a nurse.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, I definitely want to talk to y'all about that. So I'll confirm with Amor on another date. But again, there are very, very specific stipulations.
Yeah, you and I will get together, and then we'll do a members only live. I try to do my members only live at least once a week.
Okay.
So I have something for this. It's on Fridays. How does your Fridays look? So I have something for this Friday.
Open.
Let me see.
Fridays are open.
I have something this Friday.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely busy this Friday.
This Friday actually would work for me. Now the next remember, I'm running for office. So the next hold on, let me look at this.
But you know what? Because it'll be like in the evening time, like more like it is now, 8 or 9 o'clock p.m.
Let's
we
keep it on Fridays, because today, the Tuesday, so basically the candidate forums really get to pop, because we have a primary election. Y'all remember to vote in your primary elections, by the way. So the primary election,
primaries.
We don't have a primary election for my race. Yeah, but they had a primary election for the mayoral race, which just ended on the 12th of September. So none of them would have started the candidate forums. So the candidate forums now start beginning. What is today? Yeah, they begin in 2 weeks. They begin right at October 3rd. And so they have them on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights and Thursdays. So for me, Fridays are going to be good, Amor. Because I homeschool
we'll get together, and then we'll bring you back on one of my members only live, and then we can have that discussion.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right.
Well,
I got to
get so much for coming out
for litigation in the morning. So,
well, girl, good luck with that, honey.
Thank
you for coming up. I came on a little late, so a lot of people got to go to work tomorrow. They got to go to work. So I came on a little late. I normally come on an hour earlier. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna end this live. Thank you so much, Tigress, and call me. We'll talk. Okay.
Okay. Everybody's saying have a wonderful night.
All right. Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
I am going to end this live because I know a lot of y'all have to go to work tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. I am going to start a new live for you late night sleep, y'all that like to stay up and party with Hardy, party with Cardi, party with Amora. But anyway, I'm going to end this live and start up another live, and we'll have a discussion. Bye, y'all. Somebody said somebody need to spank me. Spank me for what?